Letter from Joseph Bodenland to his wife, Mina. August 20th, 2020. New Houston. My dearest Mina, I will entrust this to good old mail services, since I learned that Comp C, being much more sophisticated, has been entirely disorganized by the recent impact raids. What has not? The headline on today's still is, "Space-time ruptured," scientists say. Let us only hope the crisis will lead to an immediate conclusion of the war, or who knows where we shall all be in 6 months' time. But to more cheerful things. Routine has now become re-established in the house, although we still all miss you sorely, and I most sorely of all. In the silence of the empty rooms at evening I hear your footfall. But the grandchildren keep the least corner occupied during the day. Nurse Gregory is very good with them. They were so interesting this morning when they had no idea I was watching. One advantage about being a deposed presidential advisor is that all the former spy devices may now be used simply for pleasure. I have to admit, I am becoming quite a voyeur in my old age. I study the children intensely. It seems to me that, in this world of madness, theirs is the only significant activity. Neither Tony nor Paul have mentioned their parents since poor Molly and Dick were killed. Perhaps their sense of loss is too deep, though there is no sign of that in their play. Who knows? What adult can understand what goes on in a child's mind? This morning, I suppose, there was some morbidity. But the game was inspired by a slightly older girl, Doreen, who came round here to play. You don't know Doreen. Her family are refugees, very nice people from the little I have seen of them, who have arrived in Houston since you left for Indonesia. Doreen came round on her scooter, which she is just about old enough to drive, and the three of them went to the swimming pool area. It was a glorious morning, and they were all in their swimsuits. Even little Paul can swim now. As you predicted, the dolphin has been a great help, and both Paul and Tony adore her. They call her Smiley. The children had a swim with Smiley. I watched for a while and then struggled with my memoirs. But I was too anxious to concentrate. Secretary of State Dean Reed is coming to see me this afternoon, and frankly, I am not looking forward to the meeting. Old enemies are still old enemies, even when one is out of office, and I no longer derive pleasure from being polite.